You know, you spend 30 years building businesses. You put your heart into every single one. And then one day you wake up unemployed. No steady paycheck and no backup plan. Just you and whatever's left of the dream. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat anything. I'm here to show you what it really looks like when you're trying to rebuild your life. With nothing but a camera, a story, and a fire that just won't burn out. This is Unemployed Business Owner. And this is episode 1. Over the last 30 years, I've built a lot of things. I've owned a glass repair business, a graphic design studio, a nightclub, a food truck, a photography business, and I ran the biggest tattoo shop in the Pacific Northwest. That life taught me how to work, how to adapt, and how to succeed. But I didn't just own businesses. I worked hard jobs too. I was a bouncer, a DJ, a manager. I did high-end security jobs for very elite people. I was a computer tech for one of the largest software companies in the world. I've done everything from washing dishes, designing t-shirts, consulting, and everything in between. And I kept every hustle alive just long enough to start the next one. I have always figured it out until now. Just over a year ago, my wife and I packed up our entire life and moved across the country. We left Oregon and headed to Florida. What was the plan? Well, go all in on photography, focus on my YouTube channel, and build something new. But when you land in a new state without connections, without a network, and without a safety net, everything changes. Suddenly, all those years of experience don't open doors. They don't open doors the way you think that they would. Suddenly, no one cares how many businesses you've built. It was very humbling. It is very humbling. To make ends meet, I took a job driving an ambulance. It wasn't easy work. The hours are long, the pay was horrible, but I cared about the work I was doing. I loved helping people, and it just felt right. Like I said, the hours were brutal and the pay wasn't enough. But I showed up every day until one night where I made a small mistake. You see, I was backing out of a tight parking lot and I scraped another vehicle with the ambulance. No one was hurt. The damage was very minimal. But the next day, I was let go. No warning, no discussion, just gone. So after all that, I went back to what I knew, the hustle. I tattooed to keep the lights on. I shot portraits and family photos to pay some bills. I filmed promo videos for barbershops and other small businesses. I even did some modeling for a clothing brand. Because, sometimes pride has to take a back seat. I started chasing sponsors with this channel. A few said yes, most didn't. But I kept pushing forward because there is no other option. Throughout all this, photography has been the one thing that always called me back. I've been doing it off and on most of my life. In the last few years, I've been published in hundreds of magazines. I've won countless awards. And I've created work that I'm very proud of. But still, I feel like I'm chasing something that just is out of reach, you know? This past weekend, I filmed a YouTube video about fine art photography. And those photos that I shot for that video, I decided I'm going to try and get these into some galleries. I printed out those photos on my Canon Pro 1000 printer. I framed them and I went in to several galleries, photos in hand. I didn't hear a yes, but I didn't hear a no either. In fact, one gallery seemed very, very interested. And that spark, that little glimpse of hope, that's what keeps me going. You know, meanwhile, my YouTube channel has been slowly growing. It's gaining traction. I've got over 2,000 subscribers now. Videos are getting views. I even put money behind some of them just to get them in front of the right eyes. And it's working. Sponsors are starting to notice. But no matter how far you push, life has a way of pulling you back. Just a few days ago, our tenants in Oregon that are renting our house gave us a 30-day notice. Now I have to drive back across the country, prep the house, and hopefully, we can sell it. If not, things could get tough. Really, really tough. I don't know what comes next. I don't have it all figured out. But I'm showing up anyway. If you've ever felt like starting over, if you're chasing something that you believe in, but the world keeps testing you, this series is for you. I hope you'll subscribe, leave a comment, tell me about your journey. Let's talk about it. Let's build something together. This is Unemployed Business Owner. And this is just the beginning. Later, Gator.